Hey everyone, before I dive into the rest of the history of Brawl Stars, remember to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. We're doing a Brawl Pass giveaway, and your support helps you enter. This was also the time when a couple of pins got animated, starting off 2021 with the introduction of Colonel Roffs, later renamed to just Roffs. Even more brawlers got a second gadget, and there was now a monthly qualifier challenge to hopefully have a change of participating in the Brawl Stars Championship. March 2021, Power Play finally got replaced with Power League, and a new Trophy Road Brawler got added. Stu moving on to April, and Bell and Squeak were the two newest brawlers added to the game. Together with a new game mode called Knockout, a return of Takedown and Lone Star, more game modes for Map Maker, and a rework to the replay system, this was a pretty big update. Not as big as the Jurassic Splash update that happened in June of 2021. Two new brawlers, Buzz and Griff, got added. Even more brawlers now got a second gadget. New game modes were introduced, including Volley Brawl, Basket Brawl, Hold the Trophy, and Trophy Thieves. Knockout got a bit of a rework, and there were now new map tiles and modifiers for Map Maker. Fast forwarding 2 months later, and Ash got introduced to the game. In this update, Supercell added arguably the best Showdown mode ever, Showdown Plus. Only 1 month later, and another legendary brawler got added, Meg. Then in October, a new Brawl Pass season started, featuring Lola. Jessie got remodeled during this update, but nothing much else happened. But this all changed in November when gears were introduced to the game. They worked a lot different than what they do now, and barely anyone liked the old gear system. This wasn't the only thing that got added, because you could now play Club League with your club members. To make Club League possible, Supercell decided to reduce the amount of club members from 100 to only 30. Moving on to December, and Fang and Grom got added together with duels. Another year has passed, and we're in 2022 now. Not a lot of updates happened this year, with the first update happening in March of 2022. Eve got added with a couple of new game modes, Wipeout and Payload. These weren't the only things that got added, since you could now find wild power points in boxes. Instead of getting power points for a particular brawler, you could now choose which brawler you wanted to upgrade, which gave a lot more freedom in the player's progression. Only 1 month later, and Janet and Bonnie were introduced to the game, completing the stunt show trio. Together with Stu, new bouncer tiles got added to Brawl Ball to make trick shots even more sophisticated. A new mode called Bot Drop was added, which was arguably the worst mode to be ever released. First, these weren't the only new additions to the game, since there were now sprays and improvements to quests to make it easier to reach the end of the Brawl Pass. Then in June, Otis got added, with a couple new game modes including Hunters, and a mystery mode that would select a random game mode, with a random map and a random modifier. Penny also got a remodel during this time. Moving on to September, when Sam and Gus got added together with a new weekend mode, 8-Bit's Last Stand, which I don't think anyone really played much. In this update, Supercell also announced the removal of Siege, which some people hated and some people loved. But then in October, Buster was introduced, which was pretty cool. However, this wasn't the most exciting part. Gears finally got a rework, star powers and gadgets were now always purchasable for gold, and bad randoms could finally get reported in Power League. It's December, and the most brawlers ever get released in one update. It's the Candyland update featuring Mandy, Gray, and Chester. This wasn't the only big thing that happened, because this was the update where boxes got removed. It was the most controversial update ever, so please comment down below what you think of the removal of boxes. Instead of boxes, we now got credits, the Star Road, and fame. Moving on to 2023, and the first update happened in March, where RT and Willow got added, together with Brawler Masteries, Brawler Titles, Battle Cards, and the return of Indestructible Walls. 2 months later, and Maisie and Hank made an introduction to the game. Star points were replaced with bling, and you could now buy whatever skin you wanted by using the catalog instead of waiting for a skin to come out in the shop. There was also another showdown mode added, and Top Dog in the hopes of reducing teaming, but this obviously didn't work. June 2023, the update that brought us 2 more brawlers, Hank and Cordelius together with Star Drops, in the hope of reviving the feeling of excitement when opening something. As you could see, a lot of stuff happened the past 6 years, with a lot of items being removed from the game and just a whole lot of changed overall. All in all, we don't know the future of Brawl Stars, but we do know that it's still going strong, and we'll just have to wait and see what the future has in store for the game. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to sub, and I'll see you in the next one.